Hi, this is Foo Jiarong, founder of Nomo. You are now watching Successpedia Asia. I'm Malaysian who went to Singapore 8 years ago to work as a croupier in casino for 3 years. Then after that, I ran my own business for 5 years. I started Nomo last year, a powerbank sharing company running this business in Singapore and Malaysia. April last year, I was chit-chatting with my friends, Andrew, in Lucky Plaza. We have this idea of doing automated vending machine business. So we combine our idea, renting a power bank and his vending machine, add up together, where we become this Nomo powerbank sharing. Then that week, right, actually after we came up with this idea, we totally don't know this service already happens in China. Then I flew to China to source for this business. Then when I once reached China, I saw actually this idea is everywhere in Shanghai. Make up our mind to continue to start up this business, to bring this back. After 6 months of developing our own apps, we launched this service in Singapore back in October 2017. Because at the time, I don't know what to do. So I'm just lucky I met Ken and I tried out to selling some stuff in Lucky Plaza. Then the result was quite good, so I decided to continue my business in Lucky Plaza. Then over the years, my business is growing, and till now it's quite established. For the first 6 months when I started, I flew to China every single week. From Monday to Friday, I was in China sourcing for the stuff, and I came back on Saturday morning. Because the crowd there is better on weekends. So I only spent 2 days in Singapore and 5 days in China for dealing with the suppliers to source for the things that is sellable in that market. It's very tired, and I'm flying alone to China and back to Singapore every week. Then I don't have time for my families, for my friends. At that time, what I'm going to do is just I want to make things happen. They're quite supportive. Initially I started off with my own saving of 3,800, which I saved from my previous job as a croupier. Then after three and a half years in casino, right, actually I only have 10,000 of saving. I took out almost 4,000 to kickstart this business. Then I never actually take money from any of my parents or friends. Then that time I save a lot on my meals, yeah, and transport. A lot of friends helping me throughout the years. So the second business is something new that we have to find investors, we have to do our own decks, and we have to do our own fundraising, different from the first, the traditional business, which if you have enough capital, you can start off any place, anywhere you want. So for this business, we have to think a lot of things. We have to build our own teams, we have to deal with a lot of merchants, because in the end, this thing have to accepted by all the merchants out there who running the business. Because we need to place our things at their place, so we have to deal with all of them, then telling them what's this, how to use. We have to meet a lot of people, like government sectors or the management team. Then we have to tell them we have this thing to do, mind to put this thing at the place, so that we can let users to enjoy these services. So in doing business, right, I think the first value that we must have in ourselves is confidence. You have to confidence to yourself that this thing can work. Okay. Besides that, you must be tough enough to overcome all the obstacles when dealing with the business, because there is a lot of obstacles that coming in throughout the journey. Previously, my partners left me after 4 months we started out the journey. Previously, my partners left me after 4 months we started out this Nomo. So the time before I found a new partner, then I was alone doing this in Singapore. Then if I'm not tough enough, then you might not see Nomo today. Confident in being tough and don't give up easily. Yeah, that is what I learned throughout the journey. I always tell my friends that do whatever things that you think is worth to do, because you only live once.